Hello, my name is Julie Clarke, and perhaps you're watching this video because you'd like to become a doula. Well, I'm a doula trainer and I'm here to help you. I'm based in Sydney, Australia, and I can help you in many ways, either as the home study course where I post it out to you and we can email, text, and I can continuously support you. Correct? I then post it back to you if any corrections needed to be made, and I'm able to highlight those for you. So I post it back along with your certificate, and then you're a fully qualified doula. So the workbooks are very extensive. This one is the birth doula workbook, and there's a lot involved. It's not too much though, and most people are able to complete it in about 2 months. So even women with little tiny babies, some of it is self-reflection, some of it is planning how to run your own doula business, and then a lot is understanding labour, the process of labour, and how we as doulas can actually help women. How can we support them, make it more comfortable, easier, quicker, stress-free? How do we support the partner? How do we guide the partner through understanding what their role is and then enhancing their role? So during the labour, actually helping the partner to understand what they can do to help. So working as a team with the staff and helping the woman through the whole experience to feel very positive, very empowered, very uplifted. So we've got lots of different options here. There's the home doula course where you actually go through the workbook on your own time at home. And you have got up to 12 months to do that, but don't stress. If you're having a busy patch in life and you need an extension, then of course I'll grant you an extension. The Post Natal Doula Course workbook is also a very extensive workbook. So there's about 160 pages in the birth one and about 150, 160 pages in the postnatal one. So the postnatal one is filled with feeding, sleeping, settling techniques. What can we do to help a mum when she's a brand new mum just home from hospital? How do we support her through any of the problems of breastfeeding, whether it's mastitis, engorged breasts, and then of course how do we help her with sleep and settling, getting the baby comfortable, happy, relaxed and in bed asleep? How do we keep everything lovely and safe, reducing the risk of SIDS, setting up the baby's room? You name it, it's in here, and it's extremely extensive. Babies' play and development. So it is a little bit similar to a nannying course, and I've got that absolutely included. For anybody who wants to be the birth doula, they'll automatically receive the postnatal doula workbook as well. You can fill in both, or you can fill in just one. Now, if you have a lot of confidence and you feel very independent and you think, yes, I can have a go at these myself, and fill them out myself and just post them back to Julie registered post, then high five you, well done. If you think, I'm not sure, I really think I'm going to need some supervision, some help, some guidance, and I want to do it nice and quick, the quickest you can possibly do it is about 3 days. 4 days is the most popular option, and that's over Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday normally, and it includes watching me with pregnant couples, running a course, explaining concepts, the educational background of running the hypnobirthing and the transition into parenthood. So you actually get included in that as an observer, and you get a massive amount out of that experience. On the Monday is when we finish our course, and on the Monday afternoon is where you are absolutely delighted to be holding your certificate. Now, further things that you receive is the Birth Partner Handbook. This is written by Penny Simpkin, who has been an educator, a physiotherapist, and a doula over in America for a very long time. So it's a big book full of information all about how to partner a woman through her labour and birth and postnatally as well. So it's really quite interesting, the whole process of how this has been experienced. The evolution of doulas in history started in, well, originally Greece, and that's where the term doula comes from. It means servant to the woman. And when we have somebody who can serve us, who can assist us and support us, then we tend to fly, don't we? We tend to be able to do the things that we need to do because we have got that person helping us, backing us up, supporting us. And the other things that are included in the doula course are the textbooks, Preparing for Birth Mums, Preparing for Birth Partners, and they have a lot of very good information in them as well. Up-to-date information. They've been written by a well-known Australian author, Andrea Robertson, and she was also a very experienced doula and a childbirth educator as well. So I've been teaching for 30 years. I'm also a mum, and I've also been a doula, a practicing doula for over 30 years. So I'm able to wrap together all of my ideas, all of my learning, all of my experiences, and not just mine, but also things that I've heard from other people as well. I'm able to wrap it all together in a really functional course, a very educational course that's also quite practical. In other words, I'm able to help you have a look at different things on the internet, and then to guide you through a line of questioning to help you process that. What I've had so far is unanimous positive feedback. So everybody that I've posted this out to where they've done the home study has been exceptionally happy with it. They've said, even though it's quite extensive, it is easy to follow, and they are delighted. They're thrilled that they've been able to get into the right headspace, fill it all in, post it back to me, and then I've marked it, got their doula certificate, and I've signed it for them with their name on it and the date, and now they're qualified. I've posted it back to them and they've received it, and they've been on an absolute high. They're on a high because they've learned a massive amount, and some of them have been grandmothers, so they've had babies quite a while ago, and they're delighted with how much things have changed and how I've been able to answer questions for them that they were still bamboozled about, 20 years later or 30 years later. And so they've now got a much better, more well-rounded understanding of the whole maternity field, as well as birthing and what is normal and how we help women through the normal process, but also if things go off normal. So we have a complication, we have a problem, we require medical intervention, and how a doula can actually fit into the team in the hospital under those circumstances as well. So I invite you to come along and join me for 3 days or 4 days or 1 week or 2 weeks, whatever format you would like, in this lovely studio. And if you want to become a doula using the home study, the correspondence online course, it's just as much fun. So you are very welcome to contact me, Julie Clarke, 0401 265530. Or so just ring me or text me or shoot me an email, julie@julieclarke.com.au, and you can also have a look at my website. So I'm delighted to email out to you. You might want to have a read through that and then shoot more questions to me if you want to. So some people that have also done the course before, such a big range of people. A mum of 10, which was absolutely incredible. She's had 10 babies, and of course they're big age range. And she's going to be a volunteer at her church. She just simply wants to support all the pregnant women in her church community and others that are associated to that too. So she wants to volunteer to help them, which is quite heartwarming. Others would much prefer, of course, to make a living from being a doula, and they need to cover their expenses and pay off their mortgage and raise their children and put food on the table. So it's very difficult for some people to actually provide their services for free, and why should they? Everybody else gets paid for their work, and so of course a doula should too. So I'm able to help you with setting up your business, helping you with understanding what pricing would be adequate to cover your expenses, and also help you to have a good income. The way that you set up your business can vary from just being you alone or you with a birth buddy, where you can both cover each other. So you might even want to consider having a talk to a friend, somebody that you would be comfortable working with, that you can feel will be reliable, punctual, sensitive, supportive, kind, compassionate, a good friend who you can work with, and you can back each other up for birth. So if you're already at a birth, or if you're not well, or one of your children is not well and you can't actually make it, then your birth buddy can go for you. Or you may want to develop more of a business than that. If you've got so many bookings that you can't actually get to all of the births, maybe you'd like to employ some other doulas, and perhaps you'd like to develop an agency. So you can do that, and I can help you, I can guide you through. There's no regulations in this industry, and so there's no body or association that controls doulas. So what we can do is have our own integrity, have our own code of ethics, and maintain a very high level of professionality, and then maintain that as we can conduct our business. And in no time at all, you'll find that people will, word of mouth will actually send people to you. So you'll have quite a good reputation where people will be recommending you, and then they will pass on your information to their friends. So I'll help you and guide you through all of that information as well. So I'd love to have a chat to you. Feel welcome to give me a call. Thank you.